And welcome back to loading screen.
Oh. Wait. This isn't Mexico.
Welcome back to sexy riding walking.
Soon. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You killed Mascon.
Like I said, we're not gonna end this
Killed
game.
the band
like,
Mastodon?
Yes.
Damn it, riding.
Are you gonna cut her head off?
Do it. Do it, no balls. Yes!
She disappeared.
She disappeared for good.
Yeah.
So yeah, more assholes.
More assholes, more ass kicking.
They're all like red and evil looking or whatever, so you know that we're in the lair of evil.
The floor is white to accentuate the amount of blood in this game.
Too bad it all disappears after a few seconds.
For good.
Oh, god damn it. So, I've kind of learned to love the staff thing. As I've said before, most of the time I play this game, I only ever use Riding Sword and nothing else, because honestly, that's really all you need. Which is kind of a shame that it kind of means that your side weapons are effectively useless. But the more I use the staff, the more I learn that it actually is pretty good at getting a lot of hits in a short amount of time, so it does have its perks. Although sometimes you can kind of lose control of yourself when you're really getting wild with it. So these guys, well, we've seen them before, but I don't think I ever talked about them. These guys are just pretty much the same enemies that was, I call him more of a mini-boss, because he kind of dies fairly easily, even when you're not maxed out like I am. So I don't really consider him boss quality. So, especially since now they're being used as random nukes. Which also have the same kill animation. Except, unlike Blade Wolf, you couldn't take his core. Is that it? We all done?
Yay.
Dance on that pole, riding.
Oh.
Get that money, that late night money.
But I cut up everybody.
Take their money then.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They can't stop you now if they're dead.
So this is, there's a lot of, like, rockets and shit in this area, so if you ever need to restock, now's the time. They give you plenty, so you should have, more than enough ammunition for your side weapons if you, need them for some reason. This looks like a last stand kind of area.
Oh.
There's nothing to shoot here. Why would these turrets be here?
No spoilers, please. No spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
It might be used for something.
No way.
There is no way.
It's,
No way. I can't believe this.
It's pretty much a known fact that even if nothing's happening, if there are turrets in an area, expect your advance to be impeded by something. In this case, the elevator isn't functioning.
Damn it, elevator.
So this is probably the only time I ever really use this thing, because it's the only real opportunity they give to you. It's effective for a little while until they get out of range and start getting close to you, and then you just go back to using your sword because it's more effective. This one's pretty much just used, like, if they're a long way away from you, you can just shoot the fuck out of them and they'll just die. But they'll quickly overrun you because, I don't know, I really don't have the time to be paying attention to all of them, and the turret...
The classic shoot it until it dies strategy.
The turret moves a little bit too slow for my taste. He took like 20 million slashes. I always hate it when you're trying to hit the core and then the body starts juggling for some reason, and you spend like the next minute trying to hit it. some point, I think I tried to jump back on the turret, but then the big nukes show up, and then I'm like, oh, well, fuck this. Time to go with the sword. Because there's a blade mode, but there's no gun mode. The bullets you fire would split them in half. I can't board the elevator. There's still people alive.
Justin, leave them be and board the elevator.
Can't stop.
Can't
Stop. Must
We're
murder.
gonna have to send Raiden to rehab.
Can't stop. Gotta go fast.
Considering the fact that he has more my personality, maybe I am right.
Yeah,
I
his
have
name's
my own
Jack.
sense of justice.
His name is Jack, so we have to send Jack to rehab.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Damn it, Jack.
Wait, am I two people at once?
Justin, you are Jack. Justin, you are Jack.
Oh god. Which means I'm every single title associated with Jack.
Which means that we actually have one person who is two people in this call.
Whoa.
But how can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real?
Stop it. Stop it, Jack. Smith.
What?
For security
Ugh.
purposes, the building is divided into
There's
upper and
a
lower
bald
parts.
man on screen. No way we're seeing
The
it.
lower area consists
His
of
face
offices
is just
and
so
meeting space for staff and visitors,
shapely.
while confidential military
Well, certainly
projects
not
and
Chrome, that's
technical
for sure.
research are restricted to the upper levels.
So that's where the
Very
brains and the
not
silver will be.
rounded
Up
Very
in like his jaw area.
That elevator can only access the lower floors.
He's
Landon,
Need to
what
get
if
to
I'm
the
you?
20th floor and pass the security gate there to reach the upper area.
We shagging in the
Let me
elevator?
guess.
What?
Time to find another left hand.
There is no wind in this room. What is wrong with his hair?
He is Crom.
But managers and senior staff have already been evacuated.
I just noticed that. Like his hair's just kind of like
The only option is to
pulsating.
cut the power
It
to
was
security
worse when I was
gate,
actually moving
which
it.
will not be easy. It is powered by no less than 3 systems, including a
Guys,
backup power supply.
I think that Raiden has a beating heart in his head.
I think he's a main character. All main characters have some sort of wind physics.
No, it's not even wind physics. Like it looks like the hair was pulsating.
The electrical panels are most likely hidden
Feeding
Like it was
his-
breathing.
Use your enhanced
Like it was
AR to
breathing.
search for any
Guys, I
unusual
think
heat
Raiden's
sources
head is
inside
pregnant.
the walls there.
What?
The hair is actually a giant parasite.
Also, that was a cleverly disguised loading screen.
Oh, the codec call?
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn it,
I don't even
Kojima.
understand. What's the point of that one? Because she's not even, like, nude.
But it's 3D PD.
Whoa.
Disgusting pigs.
There's your VR thing. Oh, of course they put it right next to the poster so you can't miss it. Or maybe you will miss it because of the poster.
I'm sorry. What? I was too busy looking at the disgusting pig poster.
There should be an electrical
Police
panel
tape is my
nearby.
fetish.
Use your enhanced AR to locate
Oh.
it.
Is it really?
Yes, Cloud, police tape is my fetish.
Oh, goddamn. That fucker
I
in the
just-
other room saw.
Walking into areas that are blocked off by police tape just give me the biggest fucking boner you could imagine.
I honestly don't doubt that, even if you're trying to be sarcastic.
Oh,
And I know you are.
Justin?
But I bet you any money if you actually did it, you'd be like, wow, this is actually exciting. And now I have boner.
No, that sounds like more like Justin's alley because there's going to be a dead body.
But that implies that Justin would have to go outside.
Yeah. Lynn, what's wrong with you?
I took him there.
Oh, okay.
you want to ask me how? but
You
those
can
three
you can
hits
convince Justin to do anything, so you know what? I'm gonna just believe you.
those 3 hits that I just did. I was just blocking rockets, by the way. I don't know how I was doing that, but I was.
Magic.
I didn't even know what I was blocking, other than it was telling me to block something.
The power of a main character
With wind physics.
with parasitic
There
hair.
should be an electrical panel nearby. Use your enhanced AR to locate it.
Punch that wall. Yeah.
Action replay is cheating.
Keep
What?
at it, Raiden.
AR.
Said use your advanced AR.
What? I can't hear you while I'm importing cheat codes.
Shut
You're-
up! I'm trying to catch all the Pokemon.
We
And I
are
need 999 rare candies.
BRB Konami code.
No, you gotta put in the big heads
There
glitch,
should
or
be
the
an
cheat.
electrical panel nearby.
Oh.
Use your enhanced
Everyone's favorite cheat in the Tony Hawk series.
Are you Raphael right now?
The Raven?
Oh no, he's talking about the Sai I have in my hand.
Oh.
Out of all the weapons, I actually find this one the most useless. Like, it's good for, there's another, these are another one of those blade mode only cuttable chests. The reason why I don't like this one too much is because, like, when it's going purple like that, there's another VR thing. When you hit somebody with it, it stuns them, which would be effective, but then you have to wait for it to recharge because any additional hit will just hit them, it won't stun them. And you effectively lose your heavy attack because it's mapped to your heavy attack button. And from what I gather, the throw thing he does is the only heavy attack he got, and I wouldn't even classify it as a heavy attack, it's more like a stun. So when you're limited to light attacks and not have any capability of actually chaining them, it kind of loses effectiveness.
Well, one thing's for certain, Platinum Games is not very good at balancing their weapons.
What was that? Balance? I had to look that one up in my dictionary. Hold up.
Brandon, you would not know what the word balance was if it had that in front of your face with a dictionary definition taped to its chest.
Is it okay? So I have it's not in the A section. It would be a B word, right? The first B word I have in my dictionary for making video games is boobs.
Oh.
So no balance.
Well,
Landon, you skipped badass.
That's implied under where is it? Hold up.
Under awesome,
Awesome.
which is like which is one of the earlier words in the dictionary.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, that should take care of
I'm just gonna say this is strictly gameplay reasons, and not so much how more powerful he is compared to everybody else. But I like to think Raiden is the single most powerful Platinum Games main character, if only because if he manages to kill you and rip out your core, all of his energy and all of his health will always go back up. So he effectively has an infinite health regen so long as there's somebody to kill.
That doesn't really make him the strongest. It just makes him the most resilient.
Yeah,
No, I'm
I
saying
mean,
You can have lots of health regen, but not actually be like physically like the strongest like offensively. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying he has better survivability than any other character.
It's like the Gunzerker in Borderlands 2.
Raiden, shall I activate your pain inhibitors now?
Minus the eating their innards.
Because I mean, offensively, I'm pretty sure Bayonetta probably takes the cake because she's killing like
gods.
really gods. But I mean, I will definitely say that she doesn't. At least when I was playing Bayonetta 2, there isn't really anything that like reliably regens like Raiden has. So I mean, I'll give Raiden survivability.
Well, what makes Raiden really broken, at least in terms of survivability, is not only does he have the instant health and energy refill whenever he kills somebody, but what do you call it? Even if he should lose all of his health, he has at least 5 what is essentially medkits on him at all times, and bringing down his health to 0 will instantly use it and refill his health to full.
well, okay, you could also argue that Amaterasu, because she is God.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
Well, at that point, I don't know, would you say that they're on par with each other?
I think
Depends how powerful we're talking about, because I mean, gods can be weaker or stronger.
Like the god. Or like, well, I should say goddess, but
She's God Knuckles.
she's like
On
god of the sun, which in Japan is like the god.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of the Christian god.
Like,
Yeah.
what kind of powers does she actually have?
I think it's like omnipotent.
Paint!
Oh,
Paint.
well, if she's like the Christian god, she should be omnipotent and shit.
Well, the thing is like, due to reasons, like 1,000 years passed or whatever, and she lost all or most of her powers, and has to get them back.
Oh. Hey, I can paint too. My sword is just one massive paintbrush.
And he only paints in one color.
The floor is his canvas.
I was talking about this earlier with a friend. It's like, this is the reason why Splatoon doesn't have red or white for their colors.
Oh. You're saying I
Because-
can't have 5 DLC?
You gotta have that E10 rating.
Oh.
Also, white's kind of a boring color.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I'm not just spraying semen
Are you
everywhere.
saying jizz is boring, Landon?
Whoa.
To look up.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be like on something.
Yeah.
What if it's, you know,
And then it's considered art.
Yeah. Otherwise, if it's just a pile of semen, it's like, well, I can do that.
literal.
But if you're gonna turn that shit into art, I'm gonna give you props, man.
Hey,
I'm
it
still
is-
not
it
certain
is-
what people consider art. I mean, it's like,
Anything
Andy
nowadays.
well, even like 50 years ago, like Andy Warhol drew a can of soup and people called that art.
Oh.
I don't remember who made it, but don't forget that there's also that one sheet, and it just has like several slashes in it, and that's considered art.
You know, is considered art.
The Dirty Skanks.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was gonna say my Lexine's Quest or my scene drawing.
Honestly,
Oh.
I think the dumbest piece of art, this is just pure perspective because it just looks stupid, is the, what is that one piece? The one where it just looks like a bunch of dots.
I'm not sure which exact one you're talking about.
Like, I don't remember, like, I don't even remember if,
No, I
like,
feel
what the name
like
was.
that's
I
not
just know it's
something.
just dots.
I have just finished analyzing
It,
the latest
I think it's like a white
data.
background
You should
with just
find it
dots,
in
and
your
that's
garden
it.
A garden.
Let's see.
Probably an art piece somewhere.
Japanese garden to be
Art.
precise. It is an area
Uh,
set aside for VIPs.
Yep, art.
Apparently, one
dots.
of World
Like, I've heard of,
Marketing Directors is a
what
rather
do they
serious
call it
Japanese
when you,
culture enthusiast.
make art with
All right.
nothing but
So what's this got
dots?
to do with me? Is there something I need?
Ooh,
from the
what is that called?
Not at all.
I used to
You
know the
need
name
only
of it.
pass through that
Pointillism.
area to arrive at a
That's what
freight
it is.
elevator. I
It's about the
think
closest
you
thing you
the
can get to
elevator
pixel art.
controls through the unit we hijacked downstairs.
It's pixel art, but with circles instead of squares.
You can reach it via
And
the
less
freight
digital.
elevator.
Great work, Doc.
Elementary, my dear Raiden.
Well, you can still do pixel art, but not actually like on a
Not the way
computer.
games
50
do it.
pixels.
Hey guys, did you know this game takes place in Japan?
What?
No
Doesn't.
way.
What is this weirdo
But did you
shit?
know it was made in Japan?
No.
I would hope so.
I thought this was America.
Well, technically, well, actually, no,
Shut up,
right?
damn
Not,
dad.
Snake is American, but not Raiden. Technically.
Raiden's Mexican.
So, they said, I can't believe I can't remember this, but they do mention Ryan's country of origin back in Metal Gear Solid 2, but I can't for the life of me remember it.
I don't know, I feel like he's from some vague Eastern European country.
So pretty much whatever country Resident Evil decides that it wants to be in.
Okay, so according to Wikipedia, Amaterasu is viewed as both the goddess of the sun and the universe.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that might actually have, like, the potency.
Yeah, I mean, if it's anything like the one from Ashura's Wrath, if you've seen that game, I think that's essentially what that thing is. Like the final boss is some sort of like omnipotent god thing. Like it actually has fucking galaxies and universes floating around it. So that must be what that is. Because obviously I'm not too keen on Japanese mythology because I've mostly grown up on Greek mythology, so I don't know anything about that.
I didn't grow up on Japanese mythology, but I started taking a liking to it, ironically enough, through Toho.
I've never been exposed to enough Japanese culture to actually even have an interest in Japanese mythology, to be honest. Like I said, all my interest was in Greek mythology. Very recently, I've taken an interest in Norse mythology, but I still don't know anything about Japanese mythology.
Is it because the Avengers?
No, it's actually because of, actually, what was it? I think it was literally just that game I've been playing as the Norse. Just kind of made me curious about their culture. Also, because I have a character who's literally Fenrir, so that kind of helps. See? Cleverness.
Ooh,
Landon. What if Raiden is just an older version of Accelerator?
Oh, I think Raiden would be a little bit more broken.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh god! With the ability to manipulate vectors, yeah.
At some point, I think he. Well, no, I guess he turned into a cyborg. So his
Yeah.
him being paralyzed.
Oh my god.
Well, at that point, he wouldn't have a sword because it'd be called Vector Mode.
Vector mode.
So he like attacks with Vector the Crocodile?
I was actually gonna say, is his nickname Vector Man?
Or with like a math vector?
It's technically math vectors, yeah.
Oh boy, 20 out of 30. What are the odds I never find the other two?
40 to 39 out of 40, Pooh Bear.
God damn it.
Wow. You're so smart.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Glad we had that conversation.
Now,
if you inch along like I'm doing, there actually is a different line of sight for them depending on if you're on a full-on run with the box, or if you're doing that little like inch like I was doing. Obviously, doing a full-on run because you picked the entire box up, they're gonna notice you a lot more easily.
You would think a box moving at all, they'd just be like, holy shit, a fucking moving box.
I think it has to do with how far away they are.
I would say, wow, that's pretty badass. I'm gonna leave that alone.
I feel like this guy watching.
I'm gonna stare at it and see where it moves.
Oh,
it seems to be moving behind me.
Huh.
I'd just be like, I don't know who this guy is.
Landon would beat off on it.
Now that's art.
He would put his dick inside the hole and wait for something to happen.
Landon, that's not a glory hole. What are you talking about? Of course.
That's quitter talk.
This quitter talk.
That's
You
cool.
just hear a slash.
Whoa. Hey now.
You're an
You're an
all-star.
all-star.
Damn it! Shut up, Homer.
Well, people can't say this LP didn't have any exploring because I found a good chunk of things, even things that even I didn't discover on my.
I think this video was a spiritual adventure, an exploration.
Wait, why is it spiritual?
Because we learned about ourselves today.
Did we?
Yes.
Did we?
Well,
I learned
I thought that was
something.
you just claiming that Raiden is accelerated.
Follow the catwalk straight ahead to reach the elevator.
I'm
And-
sure all that we learned today is.
We talked about art.
Seem to have fallen behind.
No worries.
You know, Jack, I would agree with you that the codec calls are a clever loading screen if it didn't immediately say loading on the bottom.
I wouldn't have gotten Jack back.
Then that is your true nature.
There's an app
More
for
or
that.
less.
This is who I am.
I
Oh wait, wrong game. Especially
Out,
since
out the edge.
especially since that's the wrong character. Quentin Flynn is Silver, not Shadow.
That is who he is.
What are the odds that he's the white-colored hedgehog?
Trunks and Silver are kind of similar to me.
They kind of are, really.
It's no use! Disappear for good!
Well,
Can I change the future?
considering
My God!
considering Supersonic was very similar to Super Saiyan, and he even had green eyes at some point.
It's not
before he
Trunks.
turned into-
Well, if that's what you feel.
Oh my god.
I can't.
That is something.
We just
That is
realized
something that I just heard both of them say at the exact same time.
Oh,
I guess we'll see you next time on Metal Gear Rising.
sure.